How you doing? Rick Bowman, and we're back with another video, maybe two. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how long-winded I get. But what I'd like to do is wrap up the section on how do dealers make money. And in the first two videos, we discussed, how does a dealership profit in the sales department? How does it make money? And we started to kind of touch a little bit on what a dealer's motivation might be to sell a car below cost. So what I'd like to do is just kind of wrap up this section and move on in a little bit more detail into some other areas. But first we need to kind of discuss the finance department and how that operates and functions and creates profit for a dealership. Now, the finance department really operates more as a wing or a division of the sales department. And they're responsible really for two areas of the car deal. The first one is to process all the paperwork and get the deal funded by the bank and get the vehicle transferred into the customer's name. And the second area is they're responsible for selling what they call intangibles. Intangibles are things that you can't touch or smell or feel or taste or anything like that. It's not like buying the car. You can actually see that and touch it and smell it. Intangibles are like extended warranties, gap insurance, paint sealant, fabric protection, all the stuff that basically what you're going to find on the internet is they're saying, oh, this is the scam department, this is the ripoff, and I'm out. Okay, let's face it, every business out there has its scam artists and its ripoffs. Okay, and there's a lot of honest people that are in the finance department. So let's present it unbiasedly, okay, and we'll get into that crap later, okay, but I just really, today I'm just down on the internet and the bad advice that's out there. So generally covering it, okay, a finance manager, or what's also known as a contractor, is the person that you see when you go in to buy a car that does all your paperwork for you. Part of their job is, like I said, to make sure that they do, dot the I's, across the T's, and get the deal funded. The other part of it is their function really is that more of a salesperson, and they're there to enhance the gross profit of the deal. When I say that, if you remember when I was talking about front-end gross and back-end gross, back-end gross profit is what the finance department generates, okay? And the way you determine whether something's front-end gross or back-end gross is back-end gross is usually things that are optional to the purchase of the car. And those things are defined usually by the banks, okay? A front-end gross, a real great way of thinking of it is front-end gross is the car. It's the collateral, okay? Back-end gross, the thing that makes that different is that those products are usually cancelable. They usually have a clause in there that's an at-will cancel. So, if it's a warranty, you decide you don't want it, a year down the road you can cancel it and you're going to get a portion of that money back. Same thing with gap. So let's briefly cover what the three major products are that finance managers will sell. The first one is extended warranties, which are referred to really in the industry as an extended service contract. That's what an extended warranty is. But for the purpose of this, we're just going to keep it easy and we'll call it an extended warranty. Now, you can get an extended warranty on a new car as well as a used. Well, why would you want to do that? You'd want to get maybe an extended warranty, let's say on a new car, if, for instance, let's say the warranty on the new car is 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper to bumper, but you drive 20,000 miles a year to and from work. Well, technically, you wouldn't have a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. You'd have a warranty that would be a year and a half or 36,000 miles, whichever came first, because you're going to run out of warranty prior, by miles to the time. So you can customize warranties, okay, to extend out over the period and tailor it to your driving habits. Gap insurance. What gap insurance does is basically, let's say that your vehicle is stolen or totaled in an accident, and you owe more on the vehicle than what the fair market value is. Now, keep in mind, insurance companies only pay fair market value in the event that a vehicle has been stolen or totaled. It does not pay off the loan, okay? And I can give you a number of examples in my 20-year career where, let's say, somebody buried negative equity into their vehicle, and all of a sudden it was totaled out in an accident, and the fair market value on the vehicle was $10,000, and the loan that they owed the money to the bank, okay, was $15,000. That would create what they call a deficiency balance. Okay, in this example, it'd be about $5,000. Well, if you had a gap insurance policy on it, gap pays that deficiency balance and clears the note with the bank. Otherwise, you're on the hook for the extra $5,000. Most banks will not lend you on another vehicle until that deficiency balance is cleared. So that's what gap insurance does. Paint sealant. God, I got to be honest with you. I'm out. Okay, my 20-year career, I've never saw value for the customer in paint sealant. Interior fabric protection. I never saw value to the customer for what the price was that was being charged. Wheel and tire warranty. Yeah, usually that's incorporated, okay, into an extended service contract as part of it. And let's say that you're driving a Corvette. Well, you know, some of those wheels and tires, you know, God, $500-600 just for a tire. I know they're run flats, okay, but that's why they're so expensive. Yeah, there's a value to that. So now let's move on to how do they make money? Okay, well, let's say like on a warranty. A warranty is going to have a certain cost assigned to it, depending on how many years, how many miles, and what the deductible is. What the finance manager does is he will take that cost, mark it up, and the markup usually with most finance departments is about $1,000 over the cost, and turn around and sell it to you. And it's always presented in terms of monthly payment. They never really talk in terms of how much the actual dollar amount is of the warranty. Gap. Same way, there's two types of gap. One is an insurance product, which the cost and the sale price are fixed. You can't move with them. And certain states will only allow you to have a gap policy that's an insurance product. The other type of gap is what they call a gap waiver. And a gap waiver has a set cost to it, but the selling price is negotiable. So it's important to make sure you know which one you're dealing with. The first one being an insurance product, it's guaranteed to pay off by the state insurance commissioner. The second one, the waiver, is only as good as the company that represents it. And there's some great companies that are out there like Zurich, okay, which is the parent corporation to Farmers Insurance, sells a gap waiver. The reason it's important to know which one you're dealing with is because one's negotiable in price and the other one is not. So that just gives us a brief overview, but here's the question I want to pose to you. If you remember in the last video, okay, we were talking about what motivates a dealer, okay, and if you recall the part on the stair-step incentive, and I used the example of what happens if it was the 29th of the month when you came in to buy your Ford Focus. Well, the finance department works the same way, okay. The people that are finance contractors are paid commission, and they're also paid performance bonuses depending on, say, how many warranties they get out of the amount of customers they see on a monthly basis. Well, let's say that it's the 29th of the month, you walk into finance and that you're interested in a warranty. And let's say that that finance contractor is one warranty away from hitting his bonus. Do you honestly think that it's possible that he might dump the price of that warranty in order to hit his bonus, okay, and you could save some money? It's very possible, okay, because I watched it happen all the time. That's kind of the point that I wanted to be able to express in this one, and we're going to dive into more detail on how this happens and the inner workings and how to do that in later videos. But I thank you for listening to this one, and please, if you're not on our website, please go to our website and take a look. There's a bunch of other categories I have not even thrown up on this YouTube channel, and a lot of other content and resources, but the website is www.howtobuyacarwithrickbowman.com, and go there and check out some of the other resources. Like I said, everything is free on this website. There's no charge for anything, and thanks for listening. We'll catch you in the next video.